Okay, we're doing this.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Relationship Goals podcast, everyone. Thank you for listening to our first episode.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in.
We're going to be your co host for this podcast. My name is Melly.
And I'm BJ.
And let's roll the intro music.
Roll Tide.
No, the intro music.
Roll intro music.
So, if you guys don't already know who we are, let's just introduce ourselves. So, this is BJ over here.
How you guys doing? I'm originally from the island of Guam. I moved to Las Vegas back in 2009 to attend the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. My interests are health, sports, science, anime, and just like typical guy things. What I do for a living is I'm an executive member for a very successful nutrition/supplement retail company, and I run our biggest store in Las Vegas. And this is Melly.
I'm Melly, but my real name is Melissa, so you may hear both names. I'm from Las Vegas. I was raised here since I was a kid, but I was born in Japan since my dad was in the army. And I love beauty, fashion, decor, basically anything where I can be creative because I love creating things. My education and work experience is in marketing and graphic design in the beauty industry, but I recently ventured off to become my own boss and pursue things like content creation and digital downloads. So the two of us have been in a relationship for almost 12 years. Let's talk about that. That's a long time.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a really, long 12 years, but in a good way. We've learned a lot and grown a lot together from the first time we met to now.
Yeah, now we live in a house. We have a dog named Flash. He's a Shiba Inu. And we hope to start a family soon.
Yep.
What are some of the things that we like doing together?
Eating.
Yeah, eating
Definitely
good
eating.
food, watching movies. We're big nerds of comic movies like Marvel. Shows.
Mostly horror shows, though. So when we got together, I just
Started watching anything I was watching.
yeah. So like Pretty Little Liars, Teen Wolf. I tried watching Gossip Girl. I mean, it's not bad, but I never got into it.
And I don't really like any of his shows.
None of them.
Like Game of Thrones, no.
She does not watch any anime either at all. No.
I watch Sailor Moon.
That doesn't count.
But we do love hockey. Hockey is something that we have in common.
Go Knights. Stanley Cup champs, baby.
I mean, when you look at us, you kind of think we're opposites. You're very into typical guy things, and I'm very into typical girl things.
So definitely opposites. But I feel like, the old cliche saying, I feel like opposites do attract. Just like when we bought this house or bought our house and she did all the design stuff. I was like, I liked all the colors and everything.
We also have the same taste, I feel.
Well, everything you like is always good. And I just agree with what you like because you always pick the good things. It's true.
Yeah, so it's not really hard for us to agree.
Yeah, we're usually on the same page. Especially because even though we're in different career paths, we have the kind of same mindset and work ethic towards what we like to do and what we work at. So one important factor of a relationship is that we're always working on ourselves and trying to be the best we can be.
Yeah, like every time we achieve a goal, we set another one.
And we're definitely our biggest support for each other. Our biggest hype man. Hype woman.
Yeah, let's be feminist here. That's how we got inspired to start this podcast. I mean, BJ loves podcasts.
Yep, I definitely love my podcasts. Reason being is I love just kind of being able to listen to conversations. I'm learning a lot of cool things. So maybe in a future episode, I'll give you a list of all the podcasts I listen to.
Yeah, and I've been telling BJ to start his own podcast because he loves helping people and they all come to him for advice.
Let's be real, though. I can't do this by myself, so I definitely need my partner in crime, Miss Melly, on the mic and everything. I'm not good at anything when it comes to this. All I'm here is to talk and be her partner.
Yeah, he's just a body. That's another voice here.
Yeah. She's literally doing everything. Once we get visuals, you'll see she's running everything while I'm just looking pretty next to the mic.
Yeah, and we know it takes time to make money with the podcast, but we just wanted to do this for fun. If it turns into something more, then cool. But if not, it's just another way to spend time together.
Yeah, definitely. This is, like I said, like what Melly said earlier, this is what she loves to do and this is what she's good at. So it's a way for me to kind of help her out and, further her entrepreneurial endeavors, but also have fun with it too. And just like she said, spend time together.
Yeah, and if you know me, you know I love documenting things in photos and videos. So this is just me documenting conversations too. Like these are conversations we have, but we're just recording them now.
Yeah, she got all this like mic and computer stuff, so might as well use it for something other than the Twitch videos and other videos that haven't been made yet.
We're working on it, but hey, we'll talk about it on our podcast. So basically, what this podcast is going to be about is just our life experiences, growing together, developing as a person, and, going through with our conversations and thought process of things.
Yeah, to go along with that, it's just experiences that we've shared with like our friends, our family, work, anything that we can kind of pull from that to be able to give to you in order to help you with your goals and relationships.
Yeah, so we're going to touch on all the goals that we have in our lives, whether we accomplished them already or we're still striving for them. And we have a lot of friends and family, mentors that have a great perspective on that too.
One thing I'd like to add is if you knew Melly, like how I know Melly, is she always prepares everything for anything that she wants to achieve. So part of this podcast is kind of like a verbal way of showing you how she is so organized and helps kind of us both succeed in what we do. So you're going to see a lot of that, hear a lot of that, and it's kind of going to be that.
And then what you're going to hear from BJ is how much he developed as a person when he started working for his company, when he started listening to podcasts and started to really devote himself to learning every day. He's definitely been a go to person for younger kids and anyone who just wants someone to look up to and needs help with anything they need to be guided with in life. So that's his role.
We just, want to do our best to like have fun, but also provide content that is very helpful to, our people that are listening or just anyone in general.
Yeah, we have a lot of story times, a lot of things that we do that go along with this. So we're going to have a lot of fun topics.
Yeah, fun topics, conversations. You probably might hear some inside jokes. Just like I said, we're gonna try to keep it all real and just have fun the best we can.
This all started just a week ago because I had to drop off BJ at work.
Because my brother's in town and he has my car, so we have to share her car.
Yeah, this is not an everyday occasion, but we were having our typical conversations. And I know it's very cliche that people are always like, we should start a podcast, but that's really what happened in the car in those 15 minutes of going to work. The idea sparked, the name sparked, and we came up with the name Relationship Goals. I was thinking relationship goals spelled correctly, and I was like, that's probably already taken.
And I was like, real relationship goals.
And I was like, ooh, that sounds good.
And as I was at work that day, Melly, like the busy bee she is, literally made everything from our social media handles, cover art. She had everything ready to go, like legit ready to go.
Yeah, once I have an idea, I run with it and I get everything done.
She sprints.
It's because I have a background in media production, so figuring out how to do all that comes easy. Plus, I have some equipment with my gaming setup.
She has a really nice computer too.
If you're also looking to start a podcast, though, you don't need the fancy microphones or fancy computer. We literally recorded our teaser in the car waiting for a food truck to open. I just opened up voice memos on my phone and hit record. It was nothing special. As long as you're entertaining, I think that's what makes a podcast.
Yeah, as long as you're interesting, you engage with your listeners. Yeah, I feel like pretty much anyone can do it. And a lot of people have been doing it, so.
I mean, there's also some background stuff like editing, but as long as you're willing to learn, I guess anything you can put your mind to.
Yeah, unless you're like Melly and just is good at this already, so I'm just riding her coattails.
So yeah, I feel like it's easy to start, but then once you record your first episode, then that's where it's challenging. I feel like we had a lot of technical issues in the beginning, especially if you're not used to talking in front of a microphone. For me, I did my high school's morning announcements and I always wanted to be a YouTuber. So I think I'm kind of used to it.
She's definitely had a lot of practice. I'm still getting used to it and not doing all the little mistakes like changing my depth or getting too close, getting too far. So, I'll be working on it.
Yeah, we're in a learning process right now. So We'll get better over time.
As we learn too, would be good information to kind of let you guys know, just in case you guys are interested too in starting a podcast or things like that. We can throw tidbits like that. Melly's really good at making instructionals or just providing information like that.
We're going to do our best to be consistent with publishing episodes, recording it, editing it, and uploading it.
All new episodes will be posted every Wednesday on Spotify and YouTube. There's no visuals yet for YouTube, but hopefully down the line we'll have it set up.
I mean, yeah, we just thought of this a week ago, so we don't have a whole setup yet, but our recording studio, aka our home office, is pretty set up and has potential to have a little conversation area. We just have to figure out some logistics of the microphone and the camera to record.
And buy more stuff, more cool stuff for podcasting. So please follow and subscribe to listen every week.
And if you do that, you're supporting the podcast. Again, we're going to be covering a variety of topics in upcoming episodes: personal, career, financial, fun, just having real conversations, story times, and giving advice. But we're not experts, so don't take us seriously.
Yeah, definitely not experts, just giving our thoughts and, personal experiences, anecdotal data, and things like that. So just have fun because we're trying to have fun.
And we would love to have guests on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we have some really, really cool friends and family who are in really cool and different career fields. And then they have goals that they're trying to achieve, some similar to ours, some different. So it'd be cool to kind of see how their thought process is and how, our thought process is, and if we can kind of like help each other out even more.
And we would also love to have the audience participate as well. So we're going to open a hotline where we can include a clip of you asking us a question. So if you're interested in that, then you can send a video or audio message to our email. Our email is going to be relationshipgoalspodcast@gmail.com. And we may respond to you in a future episode that relates to it.
Yeah, definitely send us things on the hotline, questions we can answer for you, topics you'd like us to go over. We definitely want to engage with our listeners.
And you can also comment on our Instagram posts or YouTube videos to give us feedback or tell us what you would like us to talk about. We would definitely love your input. Again, this is just an introduction, but we're excited to talk to you guys wherever or whenever you're listening to this podcast.
Yeah, whether it's on Spotify, YouTube, driving to work, doing chores, at the gym, kind of wherever and whenever you listen to, definitely we appreciate it.
Where do you listen to podcasts?
Me, usually, I would say primarily like in the mornings, getting ready for work, if I'm doing chores, or at the gym, if I'm not like feeling music. That's when I usually listen to podcasts. What about you?
Yeah, I really like listening to podcasts, especially first thing in the morning. If it's a motivational one, it just really starts my day right. And if you guys got this far, then let us know when you listen to podcasts. You can find more on our social media platforms at Relationship Goals Podcast. Again, we're only on Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify right now.
Thank you very much for listening to us. We really appreciate the support and look forward to this new venture.
We'll catch you guys at the next episode on Wednesday.